There are writers, especially Michael Rothstein, who just made an article. It's not even a pound for pound article, but it's, I guess, whatever. He wrote it just to write it. I don't know. But in the article, he's saying he's not judging it off accomplishments. He's not judging it off of dominance. He's judging it off of global reach and who has had a bigger impact in boxing. They went back into my past and found a girl that beat me 10 years ago and was saying she can beat me now. Built her up a record. 12-0, 10 knockouts. They fight prediction, saying Savannah Marshall gonna knock me out. She didn't even drop me. So what? If she come with a good shot and I couldn't see for a round or two. But guess what? I still won those rounds. I wasn't supposed to be able to do nothing with the big bully. She's 195 pounds fight night, weighing in at 160. I was 168 fight night. That's why I'm saying, like, stop the cap. I have all the respect in the world for Katie's majority. I go in there and I watch these girls unanimously. That's why I'm undisputed in 2 different weight classes. That part. But I'm just tired of these writers and these folks trying to pit people against people. I read the sports news article. Sporting News had me as the #1 fighter of the year. But the dang article say, why Claressa Shields and not Katie? Excuse me, the article should have said, it's Claressa Shields because X, Y, and Z. It don't got nothing to do with Katie Taylor.
Isn't it interesting that Claressa Shields still has to defend herself? But she's not wrong. You have to stand your ground. Shout out to Fight Hype, who posted her live stream where she spoke of some unpleasantries, both from the media and her last opponent, Savannah Marshall, whom she fought for the undisputed women's middleweight title and defeated resoundingly, unanimously. Claressa is finding it a roadblock where people just don't want to give her her credit. But I'm here to state and reiterate, she is the best at this moment, and she is a pioneer leading the way for the women of boxing. Now, we all know that there are biases, much bigotry, and unconventional means to distract, deflect, and try to take away from a fighter that has planted themselves like a tree in the midst of the game to display that they are to not be denied. With her victory over Marshall, Shields became a 3-time undisputed champion, twice in one division, the middleweights. But she dropped a bombshell of information when she spoke of her opponent and the weight class that they fought at, but how after the weigh-in on fight night, Claressa rehydrated up to 168 pounds after weighing in at 159. Marshall, who met that weight, came in at a resounding 195 pounds on fight night in the ring. Claressa spoke on it. You just heard the sound bite. 30 pounds heavier than Claressa. Is anyone calling Savannah Marshall a weight bully? Is it becoming more clear to you why Marshall may very well have been knocking out these other women so spectacularly because she's outweighing them by so much? But how does Marshall rehydrate up 35 pounds? She didn't eat 35 pounds of food. It's something to think about. Illegal substances, people. Weight strippers. Diuretics. Illegal means of making the weight. There's a photograph here of the two engaged in battle. Look at Marshall's right arm. You see that bulk? Now, she's not a muscular woman by any means, but that weight, it means something. You don't get knocked out weighing 35 pounds more than the opponent, who typically doesn't have a number of knockouts on their record, but fought with reckless abandon in trenches and seemingly couldn't put a dent in Marshall. Not because Marshall is so iron-willed, because if she were iron-willed, she would have gone for broke trying to knock out Claressa. She was worried about the incoming more than focusing on the outgoing. But let it be stated here, Claressa put hands on her every opportunity that she got. Effective accommodations, effective with movement, effective with taking the play away from Marshall. But I can't get over the 35 pounds, people. You know, the term weight bully has been used in boxing a lot over the past few years. But never have I heard people talking about it amongst the women. But it really brings things into focus, as far as the success that Marshall has had going into the bout against Claressa, a record of 12-0 with 10 KOs. And a couple of her KOs I watched as she hit the opponent and they just crumpled. And I thought either something maybe with the hand wraps or whatever, which could still be a possibility. Claressa spoke about being hit with a shot and not able to see for a round or so. We're talking about a woman, a champion, who has not only fought at a higher weight prior to this, but she sparred with men, and this hasn't happened. So red flags be raised here. I don't know what's going on with Savannah Marshall, but there are questions. 35 pounds. You ever tried to carry 35 pounds on your back like a sack? Claressa carried it on October 15th and still proved victorious. And these lame sports writers who don't want to give her credit and acknowledgement, they're going to have to deal with things going forward, because she's not going to stop talking. She's not going to stop exposing the real. She's going to continue to state what's real, and they're going to have to acknowledge it, either now or later. But 35 pounds, let the writers talk about that. Where did Savannah get all that extra weight from? Rehydrating. And why is she being allowed to campaign 35 pounds under where she can walk around? If she thinks that she's going to face Claressa a second time, all of this is going to come into play. And guess what? It will not be in the UK. Yeah. How about that? Salute to Claressa Shields, the GOAT, the undisputed middleweight champion of the world, 2 times at middleweight and 1 time at super. Shout out to the mighty LDBC and Liberated Perspective, a third eye view of the world. For more content such as this, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Leave your comments. Talk about the weight bullying that's happening and what's going on in the UK with these fighters that seemingly look for every advantage except for in the skill department to defeat their opponents. Something that needs to be addressed, people. Peace to everyone out there, and everyone please remain safe.